Hi guys, this is Sadik from drawbacks.com. In this video, we'll show you how to install and use the Dhizuku app. Likewise, how it's different from Shizuku, what are the perks and drawbacks of this app, and what all third-party apps supports Dhizuku. But we will talk about all of them. So let's get started. So first off, what exactly is Dhizuku? Well, it's a tool that can share device ownership permission with other third-party apps, and as a result of which you could easily use the app even after reboot. The app will survive after reboot, which is not the case with Shizuku. For Shizuku, you will have to have a root, and only then it will able to survive a reboot. But that's not the case with Dhizuku. It can even survive a reboot without any issue whatsoever. Then apart from that, there are a few drawbacks of this app as well. So for example, the setup is quite complicated and you will have to remove all the other accounts as well as the users from your phone because it requires a device ownership account only. So please, you have to first remove all the accounts and users from the phone, only then the app will work. After that, you may then re-sync the account. But for now, you'll have to remove all the accounts from your phone. I'll show you how that could be done as well. Then apart from that, you will only a few apps supports Dhizuku as of now. For example, the Amarok app hider and the Hail, which is used to freeze or hide the apps. These are the two most common apps that support Dhizuku. Apart from that, there might be 2 or 3 more apps, but that is it. So not a lengthy app list, it's not there. And how is unique from Shizuku? Well, in case of Dhizuku, it relies on the device owner API, whereas the Shizuku uses the ADB command only, ADB shell command. In other words, the Shizuku uses the shell user, whereas the Dhizuku uses the device owner admin. So it has more power and it can even survive a reboot on non-root phones as well. But however, the major drawback with Dhizuku is that you will need to remove all the other accounts and users from your phone because it requires only the device owner account should be there and admin should be there only. No other third-party accounts or users should be there. That is not the case with Shizuku. It can easily work with all the other users and accounts as well. So with that in mind, let me now show you how to install the Dhizuku app onto your phone. There are 2 ways out. First one is the without root and the next is using the root. Both of them have the same task. Underlying task is the same. You have to remove all the accounts and the users from your phone. For that, you may use either the using root approach or the non-root approach. In the non-root approach, it's quite easy. Simply do a factory reset or format data from your phone. Once that is complete, it will remove all the users' account from your phone. Then do a setup, but please do not add your Google account, Samsung, or any account on your phone. Please don't add that. Simply do the setup, skip everything. And once you're inside the UI of the home screen, without adding any account, once you're inside the home screen, simply you install the app from Play Store or GitHub, and then use this command to enable the Dhizuku app, and that is it. It's quite an easy way out. In case of the non-root approach, simply you have to remove and do a factory reset. Once that is complete, don't add any account. Then install the app and use this command. Dhizuku will be up and running on your phone. In case of root, one benefit is that there's no need for a factory reset. You'll have to remove the account and the users using the ADB command. So now let me show you how that could be done. That's quite easy. So once you obtain root on your phone, the routing in my case via the Magisk. So anyways, Magisk, APAS, KSU, all will work. No issue with that. Once that is complete, now you will have to get the Android SDK from my article, extract them onto PC, and you will get the following files. As you could see, there are a few additional files. Let's just remove that. Now it's fine. Once that is complete, now enable USB debugging on your phone. So go to settings menu. From there, about phone, tap on build number 7 times, which is over here. Then go back, go to system, dev options, and there enable USB debugging on your phone. It's enabled. Let's first verify it as well. So type in CMD and address bar platform tools folder over here. Hit the enter key. So CMD, hit enter. Now type in the command ADB devices and verify you are having an ID. As you could see, we're having this ID. If that's all well and good. So first off, type in ADB shell. Then hit enter, type in SU. You might get a Magisk request, tap on grant. In case of APIs and KSU, you'll have to enable the shell request manually from the apps super user tab. So do so as well. And now first off, we'll have to find the list of all the users which are there on our phone. So for that, PM list users, hit the enter key now. And this will bring up all the users on your phone. In my case, I'm the only one, only the device admin is there, so, whose code is 0. So this syntax is as follows. You could see over here, the syntax of this output is user info, user ID, name, and flags. So for now, you have to only have a look at the user ID. If it's only 0, then it means that there's only one single account, which is the owner account, and don't remove that. Obviously, leave that. But if you are having any other ID as well, for example, if you get an output, something like this, user info 10 guess 400, something like this, then this means that here is one more ID, user account with ID 10. So please remove that. Let me show you. In my case, there's only one single owner, as you could see over here. So no need to remove this. 0 is fine. But if you're having any other ID as well, then use this command, pm remove user ID. So over here, replace ID with your ID. In my case, let's say if it's 10, then type in 10 over here, hit the enter key, adb shell pm remove user, then ID 10, hit the enter key, and that will be gone. Just verify you should only have one single user, which is the user info owner one with code 0. That should be there only, and none other accounts should be there. Once that is complete, your next action is to remove all the accounts from your phone as well. All the Google and Samsung accounts will be gone. For that, copy the first command and paste in the CMD window. Likewise, do so for the second command as well. Both the commands are required. Once that is complete, do the restart. Let me exit this as well, and now adb reboot. This is a must. Please do a reboot. So let's do that. And with this, we're now inside the OS. And just to verify, I will not be having any account on my phone right now. Let's see. Let me open Play Store only. Sign in. So my accounts have been gone. There's no any other account on my phone. All of them have been gone from my phone. Settings, Google settings, and let me now see. Sign in. So it's all gone from here. So we have removed all the users, all the accounts. I only have one single device admin account, and there's no other account and no other user as well. So once that is complete, now install the Dhizuku app from GitHub or Play Store. I cannot use Play Store obviously because there's no Google account. Please do not log into your account as of now. Please don't do so. Only use the GitHub account, not the Play Store. I will remove this link to avoid any confusion. Let's remove this. Only use the GitHub account only. I might be having the APK file on my phone. I suppose downloads. Dhizuku is there. Install it. Now open the app, which should be here, and you'll type on allow in the background. Okay, then you will see it's waiting for activation. So let's now do it by one single line of adb command. Copy the command from here, paste the command in the CMD window, hit enter, and you could now see you are owner. So this app will only work if there is no other user and no other account on your phone. Even if there's one single account, extra account or user is there, then this app will not work. So once you remove all the accounts and all the users from your phone, you now get you are the owner, and now you could use the app without any issue whatsoever. So this is just the only thing required. So you may either remove the accounts and the users from the adb command, adb shell command su for rooting, or if that is too much, your phone does not obtain root, in that case simply do a factory reset, and that will also remove all the accounts and the users from your phone. After that, just install the app from GitHub. Don't use Play Store. Then use this command, and that is it. You will now have the Dhizuku app up and running on your phone. As of now, I can only find a couple of apps which I've shown you earlier as well, which are the Amarok for the app hiding and Hail for the hiding or freezing the app. So let's try it out, and let me show you now. So Files app, let's first use the Amarok update. Okay, I have the APK file onto my phone. Let's just verify it. If it's being installed, it's now complete. Amarok is over here. Launch it, tap on OK. Permissions, let's give it all the required permissions. Set hidden apps. Okay, app hiding is inactive, so we'll have to first change that. Go to more settings, switch app hiding mode, and you could see over here, Dhizuku mode is there. Choose it. Tap on grant in the Dhizuku prompt. Tap on OK, and it's now up and running in the Dhizuku mode. You can also verify it from the app itself. Open the Dhizuku app, and there should be something app management. You could now see Dhizuku is now, the Amarok is now up and running. Similarly, let's use the Hail app as well. This is the Hail app. Open it, tap on settings, working mode. Let's say if you want to hide the app, let's choose Dhizuku hide. Grant is now given, and you could now use the app as well, and you could easily access the permissions from. You may also turn off the access if not required, or re-enable this, and that is it. You are now the owner. So I guess that's just about it. Let me now show you one more thing. What happens if we have any other account on our phone? Okay, so we are done with all of these tasks. Yes, it's complete. So for example, let's add one more account on our phone. Let's go to settings, and I'll show you what happens in that case. And you could see over here as well, this device belongs to organization. This is happening because of the Dhizuku only. Once you remove the app, this will be gone from your phone. So let's try to add a user system. Okay, now you may easily add all the users and log into your account as well. There will be no issue whatsoever. Let me show you that first and foremost. So I could now log into my Google account this time and there will be no issues. Let me just show you for the sake of reference. This will take a few seconds. So let's just wait. And you could see the account is now added on my phone. I could now easily launch the Play Store as well and get the job done. You could see it's all up and running. So you only have to remove the app, all the accounts and the users from the first time. Once you install the Dhizuku app, you could then easily add your Google account and all the users as well. If required, you could see it's up and running. Likewise, you may also add now more users if you want from the system menu over here. So it's only for the first time when you are setting up the app. After that, you may then now add a guest user as well and it will work. Switch to guest. You could now see switching to guest. And the app will have no issue with this as well. It will easily work on the guest account, on your main account only. But even if you have a guest account up and running, there will be no issue whatsoever with that as well. Could see currently I'm on the guest account, but exit guest mode. Yes, exit the guest mode. Switching to owner mode once again. And again, even then there will be no issue whatsoever. The app will be working. So it's only for the first time when you are installing the app. Please remove all the accounts and all the users, and that is it. I know it's quite something which you might not be liking it because it's quite a tough task to remove all the accounts and all the users as well for the sake of one single app. It's asking way too much, but this is happening because it uses the device owner API, and for that it needs to be the main owner of the phone. So you'll have to remove all the other accounts. You should only be having your own device admin account over there, and that is it. You could see 0. This is the device owner. It should only be there, and nothing should be there on your phone, on your PC and phone as well. You could see this is the device owner. So if you have any other users, please remove that, and only then the app will be installed onto your phone. Then remove all the other accounts as well, and then use the app, and that is it. So even though you have to carry out all the tasks and the app will then work, but the main issue is that it supports only a couple of apps. So carrying out all these steps and tasks only for a few apps does not make much sense, but the choice is all yours. There's no other way how to make the Dhizuku run because it always uses the device admin owner APIs. So for that, it requires the highest level of permissions, and for that, this is a must. So guys, the choice is all yours. If you have any other query, let me know in the comment section. And thank you for watching the video. So guys, just one more thing. If you want to remove the app from your phone, first off, tap on deactivate. You'll then get a prompt on your phone. Tap on OK. And then you will see that waiting for activation. So the app is now deactivated. So after that, tap on also again on the top right. Choose shutdown and OK. And the app has now been shut down. It's no longer running. And if required, you may now remove the app from your phone as well. So the Dhizuku app is here. Let's uninstall it. Tap on OK. And please do a restart as well. It's required, not compulsory, but I will advise you to do a restart. So let's do so. Restart to the system.